Hello, today we are going to discuss how shifting our words can change and recode the mind. Now, the very first thing that you're going to start doing is we're going to take the word need and want out of our vocabulary. How do we do that? Well, I want you to think of a time when you've said, I need something, and I want you to feel the frequency of that word, need. Do you see how it brings you down? I want this. Want is also creating a negative cycle pattern that assumes you don't have something. It also negates the fact that it's a choice. So instead, we're going to replace these things with, I get to have this. I get to do this. This gets to happen. This assumes that it's a choice, and it will make you feel more excited about doing it. It will take away the resistance that you have in doing things. So let's say, for example, we think, oh my goodness, I need to pay my bills. We're going to immediately change that to, I get to pay my bills today. Then it won't seem as it's such a negative thing for you. And I want you to have a daily practice of really logging down how many times you say it. Just carry a little notepad with you. You can even do it on your phone and just tick off how many times you've said the word need. And then I want you to immediately say delete, delete, and then I want you to say, I get to do it. And you can also do this with your partner. When your partner is with you, you can ask them, do you get to do this or do you need to do this? And have them think about it. Because when you're changing their and recoding their mind, they're also going to reinforce this pattern for you as well. So whenever Sevyn says to me, oh, Mom, I need you to do that, I always say to her, do you need me to? And then she goes, no, I get to have you do this. Then it's also reinforcing for somebody else that it's an exciting thing for you to do. And you're implanting that thought in their head that, oh, they get to do it instead of they need to do it. This automatically changes their thinking around. So you can do this pattern with your friends, your loved ones, your family members. And I want you to do this daily. Now, it takes about 2 weeks for the brain to accept a new pattern. This right here is pattern recognition software. We're no longer going to look at it as the brain. We're going to call it pattern recognition software. And how do we change patterns? We input new files. You can't just delete a file. That doesn't work. You have to put something else in its place. So in order for us to get rid of the words need, we're going to replace it with get to. This is going to create a positive loop pattern that is going to really change your life in a lot of ways if you do this. Okay, so like I said, it takes about 2 weeks for it to really hard code in there because the brain also takes things very, very slowly. It doesn't like things that are not familiar to it, so it's going to immediately reject something that's not familiar to it. So don't get upset with yourself if you don't do it right away, because then that creates another negative thought pattern that's called guilt and shame, and we're not trying to do that. We simply just want to say delete, delete, and then we want to replace it with I get to do this. And we're going to do it with our friends and our family, and we're going to put positive reinforcement behind it. Okay? Then I want you to keep track of how many times a day you're saying it, and I don't want you to get upset about yourself for saying it, but you're going to notice those numbers getting less and less and less and less and less. And then before all of a sudden it will be gone. And then you have recoded the first part of the brain, the pattern recognition software, into changing something into a need, into a choice. Okay? Good luck. Let me know how it works for you.